Wouldn't it be awesome if your children grew up reading the Bible in the original Greek and Hebrew? Imagine how much deeper their Bible study could be if they were reading the exact words that God spoke. Sound like an unattainable dream? Watch this.
המלך יושב בין ההר.
What am I
המלך
doing?
יושב בין ההר.
Biblingo.
הוא אוכל
Oh,
בין
I
ההר.
thought I was doing.
המלך אוכל לחם. הוא אוכל זית בין ההר.
Greek and Hebrew are just languages, like any other languages. And if you are going to read any language, there are certain steps that you have to take. First, you need to learn the sounds of that language and how they correspond to the letters in that language. This allows you to take the text and speak Greek or Hebrew exactly like a Greek or Hebrew person would have spoken it. Next, you have to pair the sounds with the meanings that those language users understood. So for ancient Greek and Hebrew, you would pair the sound of a word like Adam to the meaning of person. Next, you have to figure out how those words were put together to form complete thoughts or sentences. So how would an ancient Greek express the idea of a person shouting? They would say, Anthropos krasde. And next, you have to put those sentences together to form stories. In the beginning, you will probably be reading simple stories, but as you grow in your knowledge of the language, these stories should get more and more complex. As you learn any language, you have to stay motivated. One of the most motivating things about learning any new thing is being able to see that you're making tangible progress. Everyone loves to learn something new. So being able to measure progress is crucial for staying motivated and continuing to learn. You also have to continue to review what you already learned. Because in a language or an instrument, there are so many things to master, you have to go back and review the things you learned previously over and over again. Another key aspect to staying motivated is that each step of the way should be challenging but attainable. It needs to be just uncomfortable enough to where you are really learning something, but not so much that you feel discouraged. This is a very important part of learning anything. And this is a big reason why people often feel discouraged and give up. What they're doing is just too difficult to continue. And finally, to stay motivated, you need to have fun. Learning anything has a lot of intrinsic value on its own, especially learning the biblical languages. But you can do all kinds of other things to help make your learning fun. At Biblingo, we incorporate all of these things into the learning experience so that your children can learn to read the Bible in the original languages. Every lesson gives you practice for each step of the reading process, allowing you to take the next small step towards reading proficiency in Greek and Hebrew. Children's stories written in ancient Greek and Hebrew allow you to engage with the language on your level. This makes it not too challenging that you get discouraged, but challenging enough to where you are continuing to make progress. And finally, we have built in all sorts of ways to encourage students to stay motivated and continue to learn these languages. Kids can have fun discovering scripture fragments, earning badges, and engaging with the biblical text itself. Along the way, they can see their tangible progress as they journey through the Bible and eventually come to read the Bible in its original languages. Your kids reading the Bible in the original languages is not an unattainable dream. My kids and many other kids have started their journey. You can as well.
Εγώ κρύπτω το τέκνον.
Εγώ κρύπτω το τέκνον.
Το τέκνον κρύπτει με.
Το τέκνον κρύπτει με.